this is John, and I'm Drew, and this is the second video. I'm going to be doing we're going to be talking about chronic fatigue, and
Yes, we are.
how that sort of affects your life, but also how are you able to find meaning and joy in your daily life as well. So so what is your main struggle? I mean, I just mentioned chronic fatigue, but
Well, I have sometimes extreme debilitating fatigue as a residual symptom of trauma.
mm-hmm.
I think the trauma's been taken care of. I'm physically healed as far as I can tell. I've forgiven everybody for the ways I've been injured and so on. I've done all that kind of homework. I think that's pretty well taken care of. And I'm still quite exhausted a lot of the time and at unpredictable times.
Mm-hmm.
So I might be doing something or be with somebody or something and I'll suddenly crash.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like today, we both we
Right.
came in. We were both like, I feel like crap, and you were like, yeah, I don't know about today.
Yeah.
So it's sort of very unpredictable.
It's very unpredictable. And you can't necessarily do anything about it when it happens.
Right.
Sleep doesn't fix it. I've tried various prescription drugs at various points and they haven't addressed it. I get side effects instead of addressing the real problem.
Like sleep medication. Mm.
Yeah, and also other things that doctors sometimes think create fatigue.
Mm.
In my case, it didn't work. Antidepressants,
Mm-hmm.
different stuff. None of that's worked for me. So I don't have an answer to this, except if I can't get rid of it, I'll take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically my approach to this issue. And sometimes I have to cancel out of things. I have to, if people don't understand what I'm experiencing, I will probably try to cancel the appointment or the event or something. I often don't do things because I can predict it's going to be over my limit, either my stress limit or my energy limit or whatever that is. And I just won't go because the cost is, in the end, is going to be too much for me. And if I'm tired, I'm not going to enjoy it anyhow. So why go?
Mm-hmm.
And then other times I'm pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not real tired. I'm not 100%, but I'm not real tired. And so I can go do things on a limited basis. So my basic strategy is to focus on the things that I really enjoy doing, that I can do, and that provide me as much fulfillment as possible just for their own sake.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's writing and painting and composing music.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the arts. That's what that is for me.
Yeah. And how long have you been struggling with fatigue?
Almost 30 years.
And how is it transformed in terms of like when you first started to now? Do you feel like it's...
Well, when I first got sick, I was extremely sick.
Mm.
I had Epstein-Barr virus, and
Oh my.
it was extreme. So, as a consequence, and I didn't know that. I just knew I was tired, but I thought, well, I'm just run down or something. No. That's not what it is.
Mm.
It's more like total burnout from stress
Yeah.
that I couldn't resolve. Anyway, the first 2 years certainly was very, very difficult. And I got over the worst of it, and then it was just regular difficult. If I can put it that way.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. I've done a lot of different therapies for this, different modalities for this, different types of physicians for this, specialists sometimes. I've done a lot of journaling about it. I've been in therapy about it,
Mm-hmm.
different types of therapy. I've really worked on this for quite a long time. And I've learned a lot,
Yeah.
I have to say. And the things I've learned have helped me.
Mm-hmm.
I have not gotten down to the core issue, if there is one, of why I'm fatigued so that I can address it directly.
Mm-hmm.
There may not be one. I don't know. It may not even be relevant anymore because I haven't been able to get down to it and fix it in all this time, it's likely I will never. So I just have this condition, like some people are crippled in some way, right? I'm crippled in this way, in this particular way, to the extent that it's crippling. So I just go on. That's all. I just go on. I do it the best I can.
Was there a time where you didn't think you could go on?
Oh, at first, yeah. The first couple of years was devastating. In the course of it, I lost my, I lost many friends. I lost my business because I didn't have the energy to pursue it anymore. I was in business for myself, service business. I couldn't do that anymore, so I was without work. And I lost my spiritual community because the trauma came about because basically they wanted me to do something I didn't feel in good conscience I could do. And that was really difficult. And as a consequence, I had to leave. Just for my own integrity, I had to leave.
Yeah.
But it was very, very costly. I'm not sorry I did it, but it was very costly. So the first couple of years were extremely difficult, not only because I was sick, but I didn't quite understand what was going on or how to deal with it. I used to be concerned that my little bit of effort is kind of like a drop of water in the ocean, and it's so insignificant, why bother? And I've realized gradually and again that little drop of water is the value of my life, and I find value in sharing it the best I can. What happens out there is entirely secondary, and mostly is not up to me. The effects of my life in the world are not up to me. My intention in the world is up to me. And that's my focus. And that's my focus about dealing with my fatigue or situations that I find difficult still. They're very difficult for me for any number of reasons. Fatigue is one of the symptoms of it. But I'm starting to value that little drop of water that is my contribution to the world as worthwhile. And to the extent it might help somebody, that's good, but I do it anyway.
So I think that's you're touching on a really good point of like where people who have pain feel like they've lost worth, and so how do
That's been my experience.
So it's like maybe you're not contributing as much as you were, but can you see that what you are contributing is, even if it is less?
I think the interesting thing about it is that I'm contributing in a different way. I'm contributing from a different place.
Yeah.
My perspective is, I don't know what to call it, wider or deeper. I don't know what to call it. But it feels more whole to me to approach life as my life is my ability to be in the world as who I am, as what I am, and contribute what I value. What I value personally. Contribute that, and that's my. I fall away from it a lot, of course, but it's my intention to focus life that way, and I can't get rid of my pain and fatigue, but I take it with me in that approach to. Even though I'm in pain and even though I'm tired, the best I can is to give the best I can of what I really value, of what I've learned, just as a person.
Yeah.
That's valuable to me.
You inspire me in terms of like how much you're always trying to learn about yourself and what can you try next, and what you just seem to always be searching. And I think that's something that's been helpful for me, is to, instead of fighting against my pain or fighting, and it's like like open up and be willing to look for. I don't know how to explain it, but just being open and willing. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's hard to do when you're in pain, but that's the idea.
Yeah.
It's a practice. You can't just do it.
No, it took me a really long time to get there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I was pissed off and angry, and and I have moments where, I get a headache and I'm
Absolutely. It's hard to be open when you're in pain.
Yeah.
And you see everything you value going down the drain, or so you feel.
Yeah, or you have to cancel something again, or
That's
that you've been looking forward to, or...
And then if you can't be open, just go, well, I can't be open right now, but it'll probably turn around, and when I am open, I'll go, okay, now I can be open.
Yeah.
Just keep working at it.
Well, and it's funny, it's like, because I feel like I've had to learn how to be different in the world, the noticing thing. So before, it's like I just went through the world, and didn't have to think as much
Right.
and be observant about things as much as I have to now.
Yep.
It was much less aware of what was happening. And now I feel like I'm much more present, and I've been forced to, in a way. But I guess it's a blessing too. It's
Of course, it's a very useful practice.
yeah. And now it's like I have to really, practice, like you say, okay, notice. Just being willing and able to notice what's happening as opposed to fighting everything or just being oblivious to it all. It's a very different way to be in the world.
Yes, it is. But we go back and forth too. I mean, I'm sometimes deliberately oblivious because I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. When you're so tired, you don't want to do anything.
I shut down. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm done for that.
And I think that that's okay.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's neither okay nor not okay. It's just the way it is. And it took me a long time to come to that too.
Yeah.
I used to blame myself
Beat
for
yourself up, yeah. I think we're going to continuously be working on this stuff, right?
I believe so.
Well, I'm really glad that I met you.
Oh, likewise.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
And that
likewise.
we meet every week to talk. So,
Love it.
yeah, it's really just continues to help me see new things about myself and the world.
Yeah, I enjoy our conversations a lot. I get something from them all the time.
Yeah.
So this is fun.
Yeah, I think it went much better than I thought it would.
Oh, way better than I thought it would.